The words, "you have no enemies," elicit an interesting feeling. It's an assertive sentence that assures there's more to life than just a dog-eat-dog zero-sum existence, wherein the only way to get on top is to destroy those competing with you. It's also a stark difference to Scottish poet Charles Mackay's famous piece, which ends with a declaration that those who say they have no enemies are cowards. Although, it's less likely Mackay was talking about actually killing people in the same context as the Viking epic Vinland Saga. The philosophy of Vinland Saga comes out strong here and resonates with many for a reason. You can go about your life and help others instead of killing them and perpetuating violence, as is often portrayed in many texts intent on having a simple good versus evil plot. As such, we will get into spoiler territory here, so if you want to get into Vinland Saga completely cold, then feel free to do so before watching this video. So, at first glance, Vinland Saga appears to be a simple shonen about a kid who goes out to get extremely violent revenge on the people who killed his father. It seems to follow the classic Viking tropes surrounding raiding and pillaging, and there's plenty of hype action scenes to entertain the audience. However, this all changes through the manga, or after the first season of the incredible anime adaptation, as the direction of the story takes a completely different tone. This tone is hinted at with the beginning of the story. Notably, there's a moment when Thors, a great and powerful warrior, finds his son, Thorfinn, holding his knife. Thors reaches down and assures Thorfinn that, "You have no enemies, no one in the world is your enemy. There is no one you need to hurt." After Thorfinn fails to get revenge for his father's death, he realizes the truth in his father's words and takes a new lease on life. Of course, he still has to use his skills for certain situations, but this is done primarily to protect instead of attack, as Vinland Saga focuses on the trauma and never-ending cycle of violence constructed by those who truly believe they have enemies worth killing. This philosophy obviously resonates with millions, as is evidenced by the many memes demonstrating the positive aspects of focusing on peace instead of hate. As noted by the authors of an academic article titled "Internet Memes as Multimodal Constructions," this need to recontextualize Vinland Saga in digital form is heavily mired in expressing the viewpoints the story focuses on. This point can be best summed up by this excerpt. The popularity of memes, forming series and cycles of iterations and remixes, and their role in establishing and maintaining discourse at community seems to be driven by a need to express and reconstrue viewpoints. In short, "You Have No Enemies" has been reimagined millions of times over by lovers of not only the Vinland Saga source material, but also those who may chance upon these remixes and enjoy the vibes they give, readily demonstrating a strong life lived in peace. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below.
And remember, like and subscribe! Or else...